Welcome back to another video, guys. This video is gonna be a little bit different than our usual Guild War videos. I'm gonna be talking about the Cermia's private life event that's currently going on. It's it is a new event. It's the first time we've ever gotten something like this. The event's premise is pretty simple. The idea is that you have a team of 4 versus another team of 4. These teams are completely AI controlled, and you're gonna predict the outcome and other certain aspects of the fight. And based on your predictions and what you get right, you get a currency. So if you look at round 1, we basically have the red team, which consists of Dark Corvus, Deathdealer Ray, Hake, and ML Yoha, versus Barunka, Schneel, Ilanav, well, Imperial Ilanav, and ML Belota. So the idea is I already did my predictions, as you can see, but the idea is you're gonna predict which of these two teams you think are gonna win, who's gonna get the first kill, if the team that you think is gonna win with all units alive, and how long do you think the fight's gonna take. So as you can kind of see behind the text, I predicted that the blue team's going to win. Looking at the two teams, I believe the blue team is just heavily favored in this fight. The main thing is because this team just has straight up counters to the other team. So for example, characters like Kate and Dark Corvus get fairly nerfed due to the Imperial Ilanav. And the thing is, like, they'll never be able to hit the Ilanav because they're all single targets hiding behind a Barunka. So these two will always have to beat down on the Barunka. The only thing that can kind of reliably hit the back is Hecate S1. Or sorry, well, it's the S1 proc into the X attack. But you do also get the Schneel artifact that gives you a little bit of heals. On top of that, the other thing that could hit these guys is the Deathdealer Ray's poison on his S3. But again, Schneel just hard counters the Deathdealer Ray. So I'm fairly positive that the blue team is just going to straight up kill the entire red team without any issues. It is going to be a slow fight, 100%. There's nothing on this team that's going to nuke the opposing team. I think they're just going to die to a combination of set damage from Schneel plus the set damage from Barunka because she is on Moas, and just the AoE damage from ML Belota. I do think the team is going to be like completely perfect, as in nothing's going to die, because again, I don't think they have enough burst damage to kill the Barunka. This one could be a little iffy. There is a chance maybe that the Brunka does die because the thing is the Yoha is going to supercharge the Dark Corvus. The Dark Corvus getting supercharged will mean that he's going to effectively have nearly 70k HP. So even with the removal of the pen, well, not removal, but heavily negating the pen damage, the Brunka still, I'd like to believe the Brunka still going to take at least like 6 to 8k damage. So maybe a combination of all the damage the Brunka eats, a small chance she dies, but I think it's very small. But regardless, for the first round, I believe you just go blue, blue, yes, slow. I only have 10 in this one because I have all my points in the second fight, which we can go on to now. So the second fight, same idea. These are two teams where the AI is going to be controlling both of them. You're going to predict the outcome. See, for this fight, we have Afghan Sokfan, Ludwig, Yoha, G. Ross versus a kind of like a cleave team. You have Emma Luna, C. Pavel, regular Yufine, and Bystander Huayong. So for this team, I predict the red team's going to win. I believe the red team's going to also get the first kill. Again, the first kill's a little bit iffy. It really just depends on certain aspects of, like, you know, will the Ludwig live a hit? You know, will the G. Ross just try to kill everything right away? I do believe that the red team is going to get the first kill. I also believe the red team is going to win with the perfect everything alive, and I think it's going to be a fast kill. Now, my thought process is when you look at these speeds, so the Luna is going to take the first turn 100%. She's not going to be speed RNG, she's not contested. She will S3 because that's just what the AI normally does. And when she S3s, the Yoha is going to push up, and because she's on Zero Storm Sword, she's going to push up 24%. She will take the next turn for sure. So the only thing on their team that can actually push up off the Luna S3 will be the Yufine, I believe, because of her passive, not passive, but her the skill description on her S3. Because the enemy's gonna have a debuff at the end of Luna's turn, most likely she's gonna push up 20%. There is like a world where stuff's just 15%, I believe, but like I don't think it's not something you really bank on. But the Yoha will go before the Yufine, just, you know that for sure, because the Yoha is going to push up more regardless. The Yoha is going to supercharge the Ross. Now, I'm not entirely sure how the speed RNG works. I don't know if the Yufine will go before the Ross. On the off chance the Yufine does go before the Ross, she's going to S3 into the Ludwig. I'd like to think with these stats, the Ludwig might live. I'm not entirely sure, but I'd like to think he will live. That's why I think the first kill point might be a little iffy, but I'd like to think Ludwig will live, and that's assuming the Yuffie cuts the G-Ross. So assuming the Yuffie doesn't cut the G-Ross, the G-Ross can be superhumanized. S2 into S3 is, I think, it's just gonna kill everything. I don't think there's nothing on this team that's gonna live. I'm fairly positive this one again is in favor of the red team, so we're gonna go yes, yes, or red, red, yes, fast. I just want all my points in it. You put all your points in the first one if you really want to. I think both of these are going to be correct. The thing is for this event is you're going to get points, and you can use these points to then buy these special boxes. The boxes have different prizes within them. They also have a limit on them, so you can only buy, for example, 5 of this first one, and then you can put your points into the other ones. Kind of see the different prizes you can get. There is a special sticker that you get based on the amount of correct predictions you do throughout this entire event. If you can get every prediction right, there is a special Cermia sticker that you get that looks really nice. It's a little hard, but at least for this set of matches, I believe my predictions are fairly accurate, and you're able to vote alongside with me with, a high degree of confidence, I would personally say. But yeah, if you have any questions, you guys can leave them down below. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.